Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about bench press. Chest press is a great exercise and a basic exercise to develop your chest muscle. The chest muscle is composed of your upper, your lower, your side chest and your inner chest. And bench press can actually work almost in every part of the chest. It depends on how inclined your bench is and the way you perform the exercise. I always prefer to start my routine with heavy pushing exercises like the bench press, and then later on in the workout we can go on isolation movements. So as you can see, the muscle is actually made to grow if we push. Your grip is really important, like how wide your grip is, because then we can actually work in a different angle of your chest. And then it's important how we keep the angles with the elbows and the torso, so this can work better than this angle. Then what's really important, take into account your back, because some people just use their shoulders too much more than they use in their chest. And of course, they just engage in a lot of their delts without using their chest that much. So of course, they're not having 100% of benefits from the bench press. So let's see what are the common mistakes that people do while performing chest press. First mistake that people do is not using the clips. Of course, many people, they just start, they get ready, they're ready to fire it, they want a big chest, they put a lot of weights on, and then they're not really balancing it properly, and then they just got the plates falling all over. That's risky for you, for the people around you, and for the gym floor as well. The owner must be not really happy about that. Anyway, use the clips, because this is like a simple thing to remember, but always use them. I don't want you to find in like an unpleasant situation where you start losing some plates on the right side and then on the left side, of course, as a response. So then you can actually injure yourself too. So safety first, all the time, in every situation. The second mistake that people do is having a wrong grip. A grip is so important because, of course, that's what it's attached to the bar and that's what lets you lift the weight. So of course, a wrong grip won't give you the best benefit out of the chest press movement. Your grip should be almost as wide as your shoulders. I always prefer to have it maybe a bit wider than your shoulder, but not too wide, not to engage your shoulders that much, but just to keep working on your chest. So remember, if you have it like shoulder width, then we get it a bit wider, okay? Not too wide, not to injure yourself, not to do a lot of work on your shoulders, as I said, but just keeping it focused on your chest. The grip and the bar should be over your wrist. So there's so many people that they actually put the bar over here, and that's actually pushing downward in this part of the hand. So that's where you don't have any strength, any power. We want the bar to be here because that's physics, guys. That's just over your elbows and over your arm. That's where you're pushing the most. And always remember to put your thumb over the bar. Third mistake, elbows. Many people just actually don't know the proper position of their elbows. Some people just do it like a 90 degrees rotate torso, but here we don't actually engage in the chest so much. We actually engage in a lot of shoulders and triceps, and we don't want that. We want to work on our chest. So actually my recommendation is to use your elbow wisely. Get your elbows 45 degrees from your chest, and you actually notice it even with no bar and nothing, just to warm up. You see the difference in your chest. You can actually have a friend or a spotter to feel your chest and try to push it with a 90 degrees elbows and a 45 degrees elbows. That makes the whole difference because the squeeze is really there and the flexing is uncomparable. Fourth mistake, the spotter. Your friend or someone that's spotting you at the gym should be a real spotter, not someone that's doing the work for you. Sometimes I see friends that actually are training more spotting their friends than actually doing the exercise. And that's not good for us, guys. So you should be tough to your friend and say, hey, until I'm dying, then help me. Because of course, you want to lift 100% of the weight. So it's good to have someone helping you, but don't force your reps too much. Once is dangerous, because of course if it's too much weight, it can actually increase your risk of injuries. And secondly, you want to actually feel the weight and feel the contraction. So sometimes if it's too much weight, we lose focus on the chest and we start working with everything else just to lift the weight. We don't matter if we train with 10 kilos or 100 kilos. As long as we look good and we build our chest, we done it. That's our job. Done. Mission completed. Fifth mistake, range of motion. Don't just lift it for the sake of it. If you have like 10 reps ahead of you, make every rep count. You know, don't run to get it through or to finish it, because we're not doing any good to the muscle. I'm never counting reps a lot, I'm just counting my muscle rep, meaning that when I feel that I'm done, then I can never rest. So don't just focus on numbers, focus on the range of motion. So with the same speed that I'm going up on a positive phase, I want in the same speed to go down on a negative phase. That's a kind of a cheeky trick that people do just to lift more weight, you know, so they come down with the bar, they bounce on their chest, and they do another rep. Of course, that allows you to bounce and lift more, but is it really working on your chest? Not much. Use a lighter weight, try to control the weight. Sometimes my advice to people to avoid this is to actually come closer to the chest, stop there maybe 2 or 3 millimeters from the chest, and then wait for a second and push it again. You'll feel like a complete different work on your chest. And secondly, you actually understand that you're not that strong as you thought. These were the most common mistakes that people do at the gym while training chest on a chest press. I hope it was helpful, and please comment below with what you want to see next about exercises and about common mistakes that are made, and subscribe to the channel to know more and to be notified every time we put a new video out. And have a good workout. Enjoy your chest day.